Can in hello.
Okay, let me start. I have around 15 years of SUV experience. So my the reason for attending this MDG training is just to get in-depth knowledge, and I'm preparing for the certification as well. Okay.
Okay, so you are working in SAP. That means.
Yeah. Yes, I have very good technical experience.
Okay, so you are into technical SAP, ABAP, and all, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. And what about Sandeep? Hello, hi Sandeep, or hi Dinesh, if any one of you can.
Yeah, hi.
Hey. Yes, Sandeep, tell me, what experience you have in SAP? That can you just brief yourself like some small?
Yeah, hi. I worked in SAP and also worked with multiple teams with SAP in the data conversions and migrations. So I come from a technical background, but involved with most of the project, all modules. I'm like a delivery manager kind of a thing, and I have a little bit of experience on S4HANA. I just started S4HANA. Looking forward to look for most on the MDG side. So that would help me in the greenfield implementation, the master data thing.
Okay, so like from your experience, I understand that you are technical, but not into ABAP, but other part, migration part, right?
Yep.
Okay. Thanks. What about Dinesh? Hi, Dinesh.
Maybe you can start on this. No,
Sure, fine.
looks like.
So, I'll just share my screen, but actually you all know this MDG and you are mostly into SAP. Okay, but still I'll just give you an overview. I hope everyone can see my screen.
Yes, can see your screen.
Okay. So actually, so why MDG? Like, so MDG is we have that is like we are governing the things, as you know that you all of you have worked in as SAP. So this was the extension of MDM. Okay, the previously we were using SAP NetWeaver MDM, but that product was not of SAP product, even though we had bought from the SAP had bought from the another MDM tool they had, but it was out of SAP. Like all the setting, all the configurations, and everything was out of SAP. And moreover, it was not into ABAP language. It was into the JavaScripts or in any different language. Now, so SAP thought, why not to go with the integrated tool where, and moreover, it was SAP MDM, network MDM, and it was from master data management. Whereas then SAP thought, why not to go with the tool which will be integrated with SAP and with the SAP programming language. Okay, so that's why they have come with this called master data governance, which is an integrated tool of SAP. You don't have to, and also the programming language which is used to define this is our ABAP. Okay, so all the technical, most of the technical things, all the whatever the tools that we have in SAP that are mostly has been used to build this product. SAP has used the workflow. SAP has used the business workflow to design this one. SAP has used a concept called Fury to use this build a front end. And before Fury, they have used this FPM concept, floor plan manager, UI designing, and so on. So more so that's why that previous tool which was having, that was the management, and this tool as it comes as a governance. So when we say governance, we have something with the associated with the workflow, and for the workflow we have here, we use SAP workflow, and we have another one that is called business rule framework workflow. So we are using this two workflow. One is for SAP workflow, and another one is BRF plus business rule workflow. And SAP MDG is as of now, it's helping for creating master data for material domain, for BP, that is customer and vendor, but now in HANA, you also have the same concept, BP. And the third one is finance. And now we are mostly the two new product that has come with a partner with Ethiopia. They have built one new two product that is called EAM, Enterprise Asset Management, and RFM, Retail Fashion Management. So these two are the new product which is been which partnered with Ethiopia, and they have built these two new data model. So now we have almost 5 data model which MDG is supporting. Yeah, any questions as of now?
No, please proceed.
Yeah. So like as the product is there, so there now we are having a different product as MDG. So there are ways of implementing MDG also, like how we implement MD product of other S4HANA. Similarly, this how to install MDG. So like they have given some options called standalone ERP, that is called co-deployment mode, or hub deployment mode. So hub deployment modes means separate server, and standalone mode, what is it? Hub deployment is the separate server, whereas on top of ERP or core deployment, we say you have the SAP product. On that, you can add an additional product or additional licensing product, or install the new product into ERP as a patch upgrade. So that is on top of your ERP, so that you can use your present system as a governance system as well as a maintenance system. So that is the mode that we are used. And even now, like initially, as I said, that MDM was having the issue. So now we have the inbuilt replication technology also with SAP, like what SAP has given you, that is called web service, IDOC, RFC, file transfer. So this replication technology is also available. That is also the integrated tool. And also for data quality. So for data quality also, we have used this concept called BRF plus, as well as we have the body concept. So we have this ABAP. By using the ABAP language, we can write the code and go for the implementation of the body. So that is also available. And also the features which MDG gives you. So MDG gives you that duplicate check configuration for data quality. Like we have multiple features for data quality. Suppose I'll show you here. So I'll show you this diagram. As I said, this is a integrated object model. Governance is applicable. We have integrated data replications. And also we have like you are using ERP or any other tool. Okay, and you want to govern now in SAP MDG. So It's not that you'll have to let go all the other things. Suppose enhancement, what enhancement you had done before, it doesn't mean that you have to leave everything and you have to completely come as a fresh. It's not that. So for that, they have given you the option to enhance your product. So you can use whatever you want to think that the previous one, what you want to use, you can bring that product in that features in MDG. And in the MDG, if you want to extend some new functionality, that also can be done. Like that's why we have called reusability and extensibility. And there we have out of the box, like most of the functionality, like duplicate check configuration, HANA search configuration. You have like BRF plus. So many things comes out of the box solution for your MDG product. So as I say, we have integrated. So that's why this finance, material, supplier. So these are some of the modules and what we can govern, what we don't want to govern. So that can be done here in this module. And now coming to the workflow part. So it's as we designed that it's as a governance process. So you have the workflow, and the workflow runs in this process. That's first you submit, you'll have the step of workflow. Then after the approval, then only data will go to your active area. So here we have the concept. If you may have heard or not, I don't know, but here we have the concept called staging and active area. So staging area holds your data during the time of processing in the sense that till that time all your stakeholder has not approved your data. Till that time there is one place called staging area which will hold your data, and afterwards all your stakeholders has approved your data, then it will go for the use of data. Means it will be available for the business to use the data. Before that, they were unless and until all the stakeholders have approved the request, it will not be available for the business to use the data. So that's the concept of staging and active area. And for data quality, we have something called, as I said, we have this duplicate check configurations, you have validations, you have address enrichment. So like what happens in address enrichments? So you have stored some address with the particular informations, like based on the postal code or based on the country to which you are doing a business, you have the address data on your system. And now when you are creating the customer or vendor, you want to say, okay, as soon as the customer enters some details, so there must be some validations which will show me the or give me the correct address of that particular customer or a particular vendor. So then you have the functionality that you can integrate your addressing tools, like with the place where you have stored your address details, and you can link with MDG so that your address details can be enhanced. So that's why we have the concept called enrichment concept in MDG. And as I said, we have this called replications. So replications like, say, as I said, ALE, SOA, so IDOC we use, web service we use, RFC we use, and file manager. So I'll take a pause and I'll ask like any questions, you can let me know.
So earlier you were telling integrated object model. So what do you mean by integrated object model?
Yeah, so integrated object model means like you have one governance place. There's a one specific defined governance place, okay? And from there only you are maintaining or you are managing all your entity, all your what to say, entity attributes. So entity in the sense like a table. There's one common place where you are storing all your tables and all the fields.
Okay, so you're pretty much you're trying to say it is a data model.
Yeah, data model.
Okay.
So for that, you don't have to go in any other place. For all the data model, which will be available in MDG, you have one common place. There only you have to go and maintain the configuration that required for the data model.
Okay, that sounds good. And regarding the duplicate check, so does the system needs to be on HANA in order to enable the duplicate check?
It's not that, because we had used the duplicate check configuration, not even not the system MDG was not in HANA, so it's not mandatory to use duplicate check on HANA. But yeah, so actually, due to the latest release and the latest features, so when we are using some analyzing tools, okay, analytic tools, so that are mostly on HANA.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything more?
And also for
also,
search, is it mandatory to have HANA, or do you use a different kind of search like T-Rex?
So no, T-Rex search we were using long time back. So now we don't use, like from 2018, all the client is using HANA search.
So it needs to be on HANA. So only if you have HANA database, then only you can use that search functionality.
No, so if you are on HANA, then you can use HANA search. If you are not in HANA, you have DB search, database search.
Oh, okay. So what is the advantage with HANA search? Is it performance-wise, is it better, or how is it different?
Yeah, so actually the performance-wise is much better using HANA search. And the second point is like the configuration of HANA search is simple as compared to DB search. The view generations, view creations, maintenance of the view, everything is simple in HANA, where it's complex in database search.
Okay. Yeah, that's it from my side.
when it comes to our data model, what's the difference between MDM and MDG?
With respect to data model.
Yeah. So how does the replication happens, and how does the process of approval process, or how does the extension of the data model and all? So MDM and MDG.
So see, in MDM, you are having what is a console, MDM console, like I'm talking about NetWeaver MDM, okay? So in NetWeaver MDM, when you are going, you have to go into MDM console, create the new fields, add the new fields, whatever is required. Then you have to come and do the other, because it was a distributed system. While it was widely distributed system, for MDM only, you have almost, I think, 3 to 4 systems where you have to do the configuration for adding the new fields. You have to go here. For addition of a new entity, you have to go here. For migrating of a data, means address data, you have to go in a different systems. So there are lots of distributed system. Whereas coming to MDG, it's a one place directly you can go and you can create a data model. You don't create a data model because it's a custom standard they have given. You go inside data model and you can create the entity. The way of creating the entity, like type, so we have different ways of creating the entity: type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4. So that makes a difference, like how you want to use in the business process, from the business process, how you want to use that or enhance the data model. So it's completely changed. Like in MDM, it's a very different process, whereas MDG, it's a very different process. So compare wise, like it's totally different.
So when you say the model,
To answer your question, Sandeep, I worked in the MDM, so I can tell you better. Like MDM is more like it's a separate tool, different from SAP. So in order to communicate, it's more of a data management where you just maintain the master data. So first thing is, in order to send data to MDM, you have to go with the third-party middleware systems like PI or something like PI. So whereas with the MDG, it's just part of SAP's internal network. So you don't need to go with third-party middleware like PI. You just use standard iDocs or SOA. So that's one thing. And coming to the governance, MDM has workflow capability, but it has very limited functionality. Whereas in MDG, it is full-fledged. It's just the workflow concept is pretty simple, and it is easy to maintain the approvers and all that stuff.
thank you. I have one question, Prem.
Yes.
What so the MDG, the data model, when you say staging and all, same with finance and uh, business partner and material master, it's the same, or does it difference in the pattern of staging area concept?
No, so staging area concepts remains the same, okay, but the mode is different. That is, we say the may where we have in MDM or this MM or BP, we have reuse mode, okay, and whereas finance data is in the flex mode. So once we go into depth, you'll understand better like what's the reuse mode and what is the flex mode. So in short, this major difference for finance is that when you have the flex data, so the data it's already available. Once it is approved also, you can view or you can get the data from staging table also. Only the flag gets changed, like 0 to 1 or 1 to 0, the flag gets changed. Whereas in the reuse mode, the data gets refreshed from the staging table and it goes to the active area table, whereas the actual table where the data has to be saved. So that is the difference between a finance and the other module.
Sure. Thank you.
Any more questions? So this is a high level architecture diagram. So you can see we have the portal. So now that we have the Fury NetWeaver business clients. So then it goes user interface, then workflow, staging, validations, and then it goes to the, we can link to any other systems like for the quality, for loading, for what to say, we can use information stewards for quality of a data, for checking a quality of a data if you want to use. But we have our own tool where you can measure the quality, because the valid quality can be, now we have in S4HANA, now we have different concepts to manage the quality. So the new concept has come that is called data quality management. And it's a new tool that has been come that works only on HANA. That doesn't works on any other data model, any other database.
So what are the components that are part of DQM, like data quality management?
So components like all the components like for finance materials. So it's a configuration. So it's a not it's a configuration that has been added for all the module.
Oh, it is just a part of MDG, not
Yeah.
add-on.
Yeah,
Okay.
not another.
Okay.
So as I was saying, this one, like this is the way of implementing MDG. So deploy MDG in your systems. And mostly that what we cover during a training, like these are the main topics that we cover from the training point of view, like data modeling, UI modeling, process modeling, workflow, data quality check, data transfer, applications, and some this USMD framework.
Any Fury integration you might cover? Fury, enabling the Fury, like approving the change request through mobile apps, or any kind of a Fury screens, enabling the Fury screens for
Uh,
business partner.
See, enabling the Fury screen, that is mostly done by the Fury consultant. But yes, if you want to see that, then I can, yeah, I can show you that like how it covers, because I had done this project on this Fury, so I know this how to do that one. But when you are in the MDG consultant, you mostly don't do. Mostly it is done by the Fury consultant, enabling of all the components related to Fury.
But we have to say what are the things we need to. I mean, if you don't want to customize the Fury,
Mm.
but we want to enable the feature of Fury. where they don't want to go to the WebDynpro screen, but they want to do the Fiori route.
Yes, yes, that I'll show you because that is just a role application. So I'll show you that one on an issue.
Yeah, yeah. And also all available apps for which version are we gonna practice the S4 HANA?
I'll have to check with this, like which version they have. So I'll have to check with this, like which version they have, because
Mhm.
the other which I have, I think mostly it will be 9 or 9.2.
Okay.
Okay.
Any differences between 9 and 9.2? Anything came up new?
Yeah, some new features has come in 9.2, but we cannot see here. That is the 9.2. You may have heard about MDG on cloud.
Yes.
So that has come, and even a data quality features has been improved in 9.2. That's a difference. But for cloud and all, you need many things. So I think will not be available for this demo system.
Okay.
Okay. So from perspective, from the training perspective, like what is a basic of everything remains the same. Only for the what to say, on the real time for the client, it has a difference that you'll have to buy the different client what to say, cloud licensing and all, so you can store your data on the cloud, like how I should know that everyone is going on AWS and all cloud due to this pandemic.
So how deep you gonna cover process modeling workflows, like parallel workflows, step, or what are the things to cover in
that are
process
covered
modeling?
that are covered through this you can use NWBC also. This all works on NWBC.
No, no, I mean in this course, are you gonna cover detail on the workflows?
Yes, we'll be covering detail on all this whatever I'm telling here and showing you, that will be
Mhm.
covered all in detail with customization and with configuration, with end-to-end process.
Okay. And which data model you're gonna be covering most? I mean, CVA integration, or material master.
So which data model you are experienced, like on which part do you have more knowledge, business process, end-to-end business process, if you have the knowledge on which module. So whether it may be, because see, sometimes they are more familiar with sometimes they are more familiar with BP. So if you say
Mhm,
that I'm more familiar on the BP or more familiar on finance, so
mhm,
we'll go with the finance data model, because because the why I'm saying this, because
mhm,
if I take your point of view on which you have more exposure, so you can
mhm,
relate with the experience and with
mhm.
the new things, how it was done and how it is done.
Actually, I have all, I mean, customer vendor, customer supplier, finance, and
Mhm,
material master. The only thing is I'm not comfortable with the consolidation part, which
mhm.
is kind of most of the people what have seen the consolidation, they disable that feature. I don't know what because of some other issue, but if you can cover the consolidation part also, how the hierarchies play, that would be real, and challenges what you have encountered in the data replication because of the hierarchies.
uh, so you are talking in a real time scenario considering. So
I mean, so see, the thing is, we are all experienced people, right? It's not
yeah.
like we are not seeing the SAP screen for the first time. We see hundreds of screens every day, hundreds of things we discuss. So, I mean, the more, I mean, I understand the system would not let you do that, but if you can at least be on that, that would be very helpful, because the challenges what we face is most of the time technical folks, ABAP, enabling the customization. That's where the challenge is. So when we say, that would be helpful, the challenging part, like data replication, why it is slow, which one to pick, IDOC or SOA.
Okay. So
I mean, I'm not trying to cover everything, but I'm just giving some of the things which I have seen. And data import framework, what are the precautions to be taken care of, DIF?
Okay, so you have worked on finance. I think data import framework we are mostly used in finance.
Yeah, finance and CVI, BP,
BP. Okay.
and material master also.
All the module. So see the configuration actually, if I'll cover all the module parallelly, you'll get confused. Okay. So at least
No,
we
no,
have
no.
to.
Whichever is your comfort. The thing
Hmm.
is, I'm okay. See, nothing about me. But the things as a delivery, I see everything cloud and everything. So it doesn't. My perception doesn't matter.
Okay.
Whatever is your comfortable, and whichever is the deeper you can go, the better it is. Then I can personally I can correlate with my ideas because I see these projects day to day. So
Mhm.
every day morning to evening we see a lot of things happening, this failed, that failed, we are here. So that's not a problem, but I want you to be like more deeper in what, like if you are very comfortable and very deep in CVA integration, let's do that. CVA integration and finance, you know
Okay. So CVA integration and finance. So again, that's why. So these are two module. Okay. The
yeah.
configuration change. So we'll first what we'll do. We'll
Mm.
what to say? We'll cover end-to-end process of one module.
Mhm.
Okay. That may be either you choose, or I'll say like whether it's MM or BP or custom or MM, BP or finance. Any one module will choose end to end.
Mm.
Then after once we finish end to end configuration and all the scenario till data transfer, replication and everything, then
Mm.
we'll come to the other topics like you say CVI. What's the difference in customer if we implement the CVI? And
Mhm.
in the finance, what is the major differences in because once we understand all the config, then we come to the conclusion, okay, this what is the major difference in this module, what is the difference in this module, then we'll come to know,
Yeah, correct, correct.
right? So that's why I was suggesting we'll go for one module, then
Whichever your background supports you.
okay.
If you are coming from a ABAP background, there is a different choice. If you are an consultant before and going to MDG, then you will be more comfortable I worked within all modules, so that's a different story. But the thing is,
Yes, yes.
uh, so I mean, whichever is your comfort level and whichever is you are like a very strong in that area, that's fine. Because why I was talking about CVI is I've seen most of the projects in our areas with customer supplier being loaded and CVI integration. Like even for the cloud also, you need CVI integration, right?
Yes,
That has become an industry standard now.
without CVI we cannot do anything.
Yes, correct. So
Okay, so what about Sisu, you
Yeah, I would prefer either materials or business partners, because finance, it's kind of completely the data model itself is completely different, right? So because it uses additions and all those stuff, so it's kind of it's better to either go with the materials or business partner.
okay then, so no issue. So once we can go, once we start, so we'll go with any two of them, any one of them. Okay.
sure.
So any more questions? If anything is there.
I think pretty much right. Process modeling, UI modeling, data modeling, data replication. So standard always. The more we go into deep,
Yes,
you know, and are you gonna cover the FPM also, right? Floor plan manager,
yes, that is comes in the UI modeling.
UI modeling. Okay. The challenge would BRF, like
That will come here, process modeling.
yeah,
Work.
BRF plus. Yeah. And also, where does that cover this mapping, key value mapping, and all those kind of things?
Replication.
Replication. Okay.
This all
Okay.
comes, all your replication configuration, key mapping, value mapping comes under replication.
Okay. Okay.
And are you going to have two different systems? Because with one system, you cannot really see the data replication. So are we
I
going to
doubt.
have?
I've never seen a demo. I don't think so. Only the replication will go out, right?
So
Yeah.
You are right. Your radar should see green that you it left, but it's not going to reach any destination.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
yeah. So the main issue was with the replication only. Like with others, we can show all the demo, but only the point is here in replications we are not able to see the exact scenario how we configure and how to send because we don't have those systems. I'll see if we have two clients, then we'll able to show you that.
Yeah. Just yeah. If you have two clients, yeah, that would be good.
That
Yes.
would be good.
So we'll see if we can get the two clients with the server. So that will be helpful for replication, but others you can cover without that also. Okay.
Sounds good.
Fine then. So I think we don't have any questions, so we can break
What
out.
are the timeline and
There's a
briefings?
timelines. Yeah. So like I think most of your like you both of you are inexperienced only. So like mostly we take 30 hours, okay, like the 30 hours of the training of covering all these top points. So mostly in between 30 to 40 hours, we can say.
Okay. Yeah, 40 hours is realistic
Yeah.
because once you touch the data model and enhance extending and all those, right? And also UI model and process model, I think 40 hours would be good. And what are the your comfort of like weekends or weekdays?
So weekend actually it becomes like after 9 I can take,
Mm-hmm.
and weekends, yeah, weekends I have sometimes. So like afternoon or yeah, afternoon will be fine for me. Like what's your point when you are free in weekends, or are you free on weekends or weekdays?
So I'm not free 7 days. I had to make it up for you. So I
Okay.
depend upon the all the people so that whoever is joining. So the
Okay.
thing is 20, I just worked like 1 hour ago by the
Oh,
product. I did not sleep. So that's a
oh,
different story. But this comes the priority. So I'm flexible. Let's see. If it is a morning 7 o'clock central time is fine, or evening is fine, weekdays, so weekends is fine. Tell me. I'll make it up.
you are in India or you are in US?
No, I'm in Chicago, CST.
Okay. So that means Chicago will have 12. So today you are in Saturday only. Friday night.
It's a Saturday morning.
Saturday morning. Yep.
Oh, you are also from Chicago? Both of you?
I'm same time zone. Yeah, not Chicago, but Houston.
Okay, okay. That means your early morning of Indian time will be your evening of uh, evening, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So right now it is about 8:30 a.m. for us. So it's I think pretty much you are around 7 p.m. evening for you.
Yes, 7 p.m. evening for me.
Yeah.
Oh, that means so what's your like because as you're in US, so my 9 or something will be your day morning.
10:30.
Yeah, so that will be office time.
Yeah, data. Yeah, weekdays. Yeah, that
Yeah.
would be tough.
So how you want to do? Like you want to go for weekend or weekdays also?
Mm,
On weekdays, if you want to do it, anywhere from 7:30 to 8:30 would be good. That means your time 6 p.m. in the evening on the weekdays.
Okay. And weekend?
We can kind of flexible.
the mornings are better so that we can have the
Yeah,
whole day, so that we
exactly.
can
Yeah,
save the
mornings
day.
is better.
We can practice. And this comes with the practice because most of the time, the challenges is going to be hearing the session is different. See, my kind of the reason why I want to get is I'm dealing with one of the global implementation, and it's a very huge, and we have multiple countries data. So I want to know very in detail on the overview. It's a huge data. So the sooner I enter into the data modeling and um, UM modeling, then I would know exactly the depth of it. From overall high level, I know, but in depth, if you ask me, I can't handle.
Mhm.
I'm very honest with you.
Okay. So
So weekends also fine. Just let us know weekends what time. The more morning is better. We can like 2 hours or 2.5 hours. Let it stretch.
okay.
Saturday and Sunday. I'm okay with 2 hours or 2.5 hours stretch. Saturday and Sunday, so you can cover 4 hours.
Yes, that will be fine. So I think weekend will be fine. So we can have almost Saturday 3 hours and Sunday 2 hours. But again, your Saturday is my Friday and your Sunday is my
No,
Saturday.
no, no, no. Our Saturday is your Saturday evening. My Sunday morning is your Sunday evening.
Oh, it's same, right?
Same. Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
So yours are gonna be Saturday evening and Sunday evening. That's all. So
Okay. Fine then. That is the correct time. So 6 a.m. 6 p.m. my time will be your morning only, right?
7:30
Yeah,
a.m. per
7:30. Yeah, 7:30 a.m.
7:30 to 9:30 would be ideal. And again tomorrow Sunday 7:30 to 9:30, 2 days. It's pretty good, 4 hours to start with. We can continue with more hours later. To start with, it's gonna cover pretty depth of the content, and also and depends upon how many people join your session. But I think 4 hours should be pretty good to even to practice, or and also be very comfortable in covering one of the areas.
Sure, sure.
Hi Sandeep. Is it possible at 8:30 a.m. as per Central Time?
That's fine. That's fine. 8:30 means 8:30 to 10:30.
Yes. Shishu, are you available at 8:30 as per Central Time?
Yeah. That's fine. But the only thing is, if it goes beyond 2 hours, that means 8:30 to 11:30. So it kind of, if you want to do 3 hours, it's better to start at 7:30. But if it is just 2 hours, then 8:30 would be fine.
Yeah, it will be 2 hours. So 8:30 to 9:30 and 10:30. Yeah, 10:30 it will be closed.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Because there's a Germany guy, no, who's suitable for that. Okay, he didn't join today. Okay. So
Okay, then we can start from tomorrow, sir.
yes. From we'll start from tomorrow.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can
Okay, Prem.
continue.
Yeah. So at the
We can
same,
continue from
I think 8:30 that will be our Indian time. I think 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. Prem.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. So
Yeah,
just
that's
to
fine.
make a note, 8:30 to 10:30 Central Time, and
Mhm.
it starts from tomorrow. And once we do like 2 weekends,
Mhm.
like 8 hours, we will know the speed. You know.
Mhm. So Prem, are you available, right? 7 to 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm available.
Yes. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So tomorrow will be first sessions. Yeah, for 2 hours.
Yeah, but it's nice looking into your demo frame. Looking forward to have a very collaborative discussion, not a like a train, more
Sure,
friendly
sure.
and collaborative. We should have fun.
Yes.
So we should.
Hey, Prem, one question: like, are you going to provide SAP training material just on MDG?
Yeah, I'll be providing you the material.
Okay. Is it from SAP or just from third party?
It's from SAP only. Like some topics which I have prepared, some topics is from SAP relevant to our training what we give. So it's it's both mixed, both
The
me and both.
configuration guide is going to be available, right? Prem, online, the PDFs 9.2.
Configuration guide, yes, of course,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
that will be available from SAP help only.
yeah. And what about the templates, the data model templates, Excels? or data import framework?
Yeah, for like see, these are something you can get in SAP UK, this SAP Wikipedia. From there you can get all these templates. But
Oh yeah, correct. Oh,
like,
yeah, you can download them,
yes,
and we can manually create our data and upload, right?
yes. So that's yes, we can manually upload that also.
And try to get 2 clients. I would really love to see that replication, because that's a challenge right now.
Okay, so but who is this? I didn't got his name. Are you providing that?
Zahir. Yeah.
Yes. So I will provide you server access. Don't worry about.
So which client, which server you are providing? Like 9.2 or
No, S4HANA 2020.
S4HANA 2020? Okay. Okay, fine. So I think we'll have lots of things new over there.
Okay, because it's my own server. So 2020 is working fine, right? It will be work for you, right?
Yeah, it will work for us. But we'll have to check whether that Fury app is available or not. So I'll check that one.
Yes, the
So
Fury apps will be available.
okay, then that's good.
Okay. Do you have any questions, Shishu, Sandeep? Any more questions?
No more questions.
Did you guys check out the course content, all this thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. So tomorrow at 8:30, and Prem, that will be our 7 o'clock. Okay.
Sure.
So I will send a meeting link to all you guys. Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks then. Bye. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye.